Hello there and welcome back to another video. So we're going to talk about the Cathay technology tree, and worry not, I'm just not gonna ramble here. I'm going to provide you with some actual useful stuff. I have some stuff here, like I have it done like this for every single page, but before I show you that, bear with me a little bit. So the Cathay technology tree can be a little bit tricky because it's going to throw you constantly on and off of balance, but the middle technologies don't do that. So what you should do at every single start of your game is rush towards this technology, because the +4 public order on all provinces is going to be amazing for you. It's going to be good in every single difficulty, and it's going to be almost a must-have for very hard and a must-have for legendary difficulty. So you just ignore everything at the start and rush for this one. And other than giving you something very helpful here, what it will do, it'll make you be at a certain point in the game when that happens, or you have a lot of recruitment slots available for heroes, and you're going to use those recruitment slots available for heroes in order to balance out your technology. Because let's say I got this here, it's going to give me 1 yang out of balance. Whenever that's research, I can just recruit a hero, this guy Crafty, to rebalance the harmony, and then disband him or recruit another when I'm going to work on another technology, and that would also throw me out of balance. So you really need to be able to balance the harmony out, because you need to keep the harmony, but that's a discussion for another day. So you need to have heroes available to balance out the harmony with the technologies and bounce it back around, and this is definitely worth rushing towards. Now let's go all the way to here. I don't really have a set guideline for you, like go this first, go this second. Of course, rush the middle line until the point I have said you, but I don't have a set guideline like after rush the mid line you should do this specifically, and this specifically, because it really depends on your playstyle. You might try to expand a lot, in which case I would recommend peasant armies because they're cheap, so you should focus on peasant skills. You might want to expand it at a mortar trait, on which case I would recommend the Jade armies, on which case you should focus on Jade skills. And you might also want to sit around in 2 provinces, in which you might as well get 2 stacks of Celestial Guard. So that is up to you. Now we do have some symbols on the screen over here. So let me drag the image a bit. Yeah, that should be better. So we have a few symbols. First of all, we're going to have rush on the middle line. I've explained previously why, but it's just going to be here in case you guys want to take screenshots. And so you just have it there. We're going to have plus signs. Plus signs are going to be the important and good skills. Minus signs are going to be absolute garbage skills. And equal signs are going to be stuff that you wanna eventually get, like they do add some value to you, but at the same time they're not a priority. First, make sure you get all the plus skills, and along the way to get all the plus skills you might stumble upon some equal ones, some minus ones. That's fine. I'm just warning you that those are garbage, so you can kind of act accordingly. So let's briefly talk about them, and I'm not gonna worry about the middle line. The middle line skills, some of them are good, some of them are bad. I simply don't care, because regardless, you're going to get them, because you're rushing towards that. So this is really irrelevant. Rating them would have been pointless. So this one is good because it gives you more ammunition for peasant archers, and peasant archers are a very good unit because you can globally recruit them in 1 turn. You might have a lot of armies with that. Dragon skills, 10 armor for Jade Warriors and Crossbowmen. It's fine, I don't really feel like they need more armor, but it's an okay skill. You can eventually get it. Hero action cost, it's fine. You're going to do a few actions with the heroes. It's not a mandatory thing, but it's fine to have it. This is absolute trash. It grants you a banner that gives you stock for 1 unit. Like, bro, and it's going to throw you off harmony for that. And defensive formation is fine, but this should be one of the last priorities because you have to go through this to get there. This thing is garbage, and this thing is garbage. Cavalry in general with Cathay, I really don't like it personally, so basically almost anything that's related to cavalry I'm not gonna like. But yeah, the 10% charge bonus is, even if the cavalry was fine, wouldn't be worth getting through. A banner that gives you immune to psychology. This is fine. It's going to give you some attack when attacking, though yet again that's not really a priority, and defense when defending. Also because yeah, I don't feel like really rushing towards them, but they're fine skills. You might as well eventually get them. Oh, excuse me, no scrolling, I forgot. Here we're going to have the defense for peasant spears. That's good. You're going to have a lot of peasant spears in your armies. Here you're going to have access success chance for enemies. It's fine. That's not really the most mandatory thing in the world. Yeah, I think we talked about everything in regards to the first tier. Now let me put up the second tier. Also, I might have done a little bit of a mistake. I might have thought that this was only for yin armies and this was only for yang armies. It's going to be for any army regardless, so this might actually be worth a plus sign, so keep that in mind. Those are actually pretty good if they apply to every single army you've got. But yeah, let's move on here. So in this tier, yeah, that's fine. So this is good. More range for your ranged units. This is fine. Some attack for Yang armies, but it's not the priority. This is absolute garbage. I mean, you're going to get both of these, but having two separate technologies for each one of them, it's kind of lame. And at the same time, I don't feel like this is really necessary. Though you will get through them eventually, because you want to get to other skills that require them. Sentinel Rights, Terracotta Sentinel, attack, they don't really need it, but it's an okay skill. This is good because it's going to increase the upkeep of your Jade Warriors, if you're doing Jade Warrior stacks, of course. Campaign for armies, you're going to get the counterpart for the Yang as well, so this is a plus. Campaign movement is always great. 5% is not the highest number, but it's fine. Peasant Triage, 15% replenishment rate for peasants. This is very good. I really suggest you rush this early. This I don't like cavalry, and I don't think devastating charge flanker will fix them. This one, I'm not 100% sure if this applies to the Astromancers riding on the war compasses. If it applies to the Astromancers riding on the war compasses, it's unequal. If it doesn't, don't get it. It's garbage. It's a minus. This one is also very good. It's going to give stealth to your peasant archers. This will make them far more likely to get harassed by flying units. And the Chaos Spheres can deal quite a number on them. So this is also something I suggest rushing if you're going with peasant armies. Yeah, we talked about this. Yeah, those are fine. Not a priority. I don't like Hail Gunners too much, but I guess you can get it if you like Hail Gunners. And this is going to be good because it's the counterpart that's reducing upkeep and increasing recruit cost. This is fine, not a priority really. This for Grand Cannon, not really using Grand Cannon that much. I like more the rocket firing thing, but it's fine. And this thing, at the same time, you're not gonna ambush a lot, so this is going to be very rarely useful to you, but when you're ambushing, it's going to be a little bit of a desperate situation and you really need that to work. So yeah, that's actually something you could consider. Yeah, moving on to the last part of it, let me bring up the last image. So this is wait, hold on, this is not looking right. Oh yeah, we're good, never mind. So we got the goal here. This is what you're rushing towards at the start, as I explained. Now let's get into the other skills. First here, campaign, yet again the counterpart to the art thing, it's good. You need campaign movement. Physical resistance for Celestial Guard, it's good if you're going to go with Celestial Guard stacks. Again, prioritize the thing that you're going to go with and you're going to actively use, and that depends on your playstyle. Jade. For Celestial Dragon Crossbowmen, I don't really feel they need more armor piercing, but at the same time, it's going to make a good unit even better, so I guess a plus sign on that. And -3 upkeep is good. For Yen armies, not the biggest priority, but it's good. This is good, and this is the thing that you should rush as soon as possible if you're building a Zhao Ming Doom stack, because he will need that 20% one save. On the other hand, the banner that you get here is absolute garbage, if you ask me. Only 20% range and stock for only 1 unit. Like, you don't compare that with one ward save. Those two are garbage. I don't personally like the Longbow Riders either. I think they have the potential of being good units. The Longbow Riders is the only kind of cavalry unit in the Cathay roster that I do have some faith in, but at the same time, currently they're extremely junky and they have a lot of times where they get stuck into melee, where they refuse to back away, and they get messed up in gear if one model is still locked into combat on the ground. They're just not functioning really well right now. This might change in the future, but for now, nah. The log mode is not going to be able to redeem the cavalry tier technologies. Div's Guild, it's fine, don't rush towards it. Those two are garbage, but you might want to go through this line eventually to get the -5% upkeep, though I don't regard that as too much of a priority, since you have to get through those two useless ones. This thing is going to be fine, though you're not in a rush to get that. And if you get Terracotta Sentinel Doom stacks, I recommend getting them with the Shagandan Lord that has the bound healing spells, 4 of them, and you get that. Not sure if it's yin or yang, but you're going to be able to find that out. Crane Gunners, I don't like them. If you like Crane Gunners, that's fine, but I really don't like them. This one, Skyjunks, but they are very slow, so it mitigates that a bit, but at the same time, I don't really recruit Skyjunks. Like, I like it when I get in the starting army, the Skyjunk, but other than that, I don't really like them too much. I mean, they're good, but I don't like them over the fiery rocketing. This is absolutely garbage. Like, this is so far in the tech tree. It's only going to give you -10% recruitment cost to rain rockets. Nah, bro. So you're going to have to get it, because those two things are good. Plus from trade and plus replenishments. It's something that you want to eventually get, but this one is so bad. We get here armor for Celestial Guard. Yeah, that's fine. You can eventually get that, though yet again not priority. This one here is garbage. This might be better in I don't even know if this will be better in Mortal Empires or Immortal Empires, whatever. Like, the main problem with this thing is that you have no ports, first of all, and second of all, is all the way to the bottom of the tier. If by the point I get here I still have problems with the cost of building ports, and I really need them to be built fast, then I do have a problem with that campaign. And yet again, the counterpart of my 3% upkeep. But yeah, this was the tier list. Not the tier list, the tech tree type of thing to help you out, find out what tech you're using. And personally, in this campaign, I rush towards the public order, of course. I'm going to rush to get the banner for Zhao Ming, and then I think I'm going to start investing into peasant units. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, subscribe if you enjoy the content, and goodbye.